Alright, it is time to jump into Van Helsing's route. So let's just jump right in. Whoops. Yes, please.
すべてはたった一人の男の理想から始まった。人の死を、人の恐怖を、人の絶望を、
絶望。
それらを何より美しいと評した男の手で私の生は歪められた。家族を殺され、復讐を誓った心すらも利用され、私はその男の思うがままにエイブラハム・ヴァン・ヘルシングは復讐に身を焦がす。私には仲間など必要ない。人並みの幸せも人からのぬくもりもいらない。家族の仇さえ撃てれば他に何も必要ないと思っていた。
You poor boy. Yeah, I remember his route quite clearly.
そもそも罪なき吸血鬼の幸せを奪った私が幸せになるなど、犯した罪に対する当然の罰として私はただ孤独であり続けた。それが私にとって真の仇だった。アレスターの狙いだとも知らずに。
No, I'm not leaving you.
そんな私を救ったのは一人の少女だった。彼女は私がいくら突き放そうと決して私を一人にさせようとしなかった。猛毒の怪物と呼ばれ、人との触れ合いを禁じられ、私以上の孤独に苦しんでいたにもかかわらず、それでも私の背に追いすがってきた少女。そんな彼女を見ていると、自分だけが孤独だと、自分だけが苦しんでいるのだと、そう考えていたことがまるで道化のように思えてくる。だから私は死ねなかったのだろう。だから私は殺せなかったのだろう。私以上の孤独を抱えていた彼女をもう一人にはしたくなかったから、私を追いかけ引き戻してくれた彼女を心から愛しいと思ったから。
Aw, sweetie.
こうして私の復讐譚は終わりを告げた。だが決して全てが終わりを迎えたわけではない。吸血鬼の王が私を許したとしても、私の生を歪めた元凶が消えたとしても、未だ彼女の身に毒は残ったままなのだから。
Yep, and we gotta somehow get rid of it this time. With his story. I wonder how. Maybe I'll become a vampire. Whoa. Okay, what's happening? I sprinted through the mansion with all the strength I could muster. I could not even recall the last time I found myself so short of breath. This was far beyond a mere matter of life and death. I am only vaguely surprised to feel an icy trickle of sweat on the back of my neck. Hurry. I must hurry. I must find her. Okay. There was not a moment to waste. I considered breaking through walls, ceilings, whatever it took to reach. Am I dying or something? What's happening? How unlike me. Pushing aside such thoughts, I run as fast as I can. The message was, I cannot do a Juinchi, whatever his name is, Suabe voice, so I'm just gonna give him this deepish voice as I can go. The message was a sudden one. It came while at the palace, during negotiations for vampire protection. I was acting as bodyguard for Marquis Renfield.
Helsing-sama!
A man burst into the chamber just as negotiations were adjourning for recess. His uniform told me he was, at a glance, a royal messenger herald. But why was he so agitated? I cannot yet imagine.
シュタイン博士より至急のお呼び出しです。お屋敷のお嬢様が。
I'm what? Am I okay? Did my poison go away? What? My body launched itself forward before the Herod messenger finished his sentence. Duty decreed that I should have informed Marquis Hoover the freak, but the thought came far too late. I had no doubt the child king will conjure some excuse for me. Perhaps I'm being irresponsible, but I have no choice but to put my trust in him. I can hope they will make this allowance. For now I have someone more important than anything else. Someone I cannot fail. Oh, that's a new, hallway picture. At the end of the maddening long hallway, my destination hovers into view. Sarah! That's weird that I have to say my own name. I burst through the door and there... Okay, am I fine? What's happening? My door flies open with an alarming bang. Moments later, I hear Van Helsing's voice, whom I had seen off just this morning. Van Helsing? The sudden shock of his appearance nearly causes me to drop the vial in my hands. Luckily, I had just finished drinking its contents. He seems almost panicked. Out of breath, even breaking a sweat. I can't remember the last time I saw him like this. His piercing gaze bore into mine, and I felt as though I might fall into it. Van Helsing takes one step towards me, and then another. Are you all right, Van Helsing? You are breathing so heavily. He does not answer my question, but instead drops his gaze into my hands. My gloveless hands. My bare skin, gripping the empty vial. Oh! His voice was barely audible, a whisper. And yet through the faintest of movement of his lips, I knew what he meant to say. That's right, I have to tell him. Tell him I'm finally... Van Helsing, listen. I'm... Oh! Well, gosh diggly dang dang, my boy. Somebody's thirsty. He's a thirsty boy. That's really cute, though. And yet, he did not allow me to finish. The soft warmth pressed against my lips. And his embrace was so intense as to be almost painful. He didn't have to say it with words. Van Helsing would never let me go again. Kind, yet powerful. I remained in his arms, held tight to the former vampire hunter's chest. The suddenness of his actions came as a surprise, of course. But even so... Ah, that's cute. But he's a thirsty boy. The heat radiating from our bodies brought us such a wellspring of happiness to me. I was so happy. So very, very happy. It was so profound I wished that it might never end. I kissed the man I loved for a long, long time, and he kissed me back. Oh, Victor's here. This isn't awkward at all. A flustered cough from somewhere nearby. Van Helsing and I took it as our cue to finally let go, releasing one another. Oh, Victor!
なんかごめんね。あまりにも二人の世界だったからタイミング見失っちゃって。
Yeah, that's awkward.
いたのか、フラン。
Yeah.
うわ、バンひどい。そもそも君を呼んだの僕でしょ。
You did?
そういえばそうだったな。
Van Helsing gives the slightest of nods, but offers no excuses.
それにしてもびっくりしたよ。僕がちょっと目を離した隙に二人がその
Yeah, we were making out. kissing? I apologize we surprised you, Victor.
いやいやいや、それ自体は全然いいんだよ。だって二人は恋人同士なわけだし。ただバンがあまりにも迷いなく君にキスをしたからさ。
解毒が成功したとの知らせを受けていたからな。それにこの目でもしっかりと結果を確認したからこそだ。
After Van Helsing's abrupt arrival, we managed to calm down, and Victor gave us an explanation of his counteragent in layman's terms. Counteragent. Van Helsing and I sit on the bed, pressed close together as Victor tidies up his concoctions and devices. we're sitting on the bed, like, right next to each other. It's like, please leave, Victor. We just want to make out.
その知らせって正確には解毒はほぼ成功。最後の確認を今から行うでしょ。結果的にバンが帰ってくるまでに無毒化は証明されたわけだけどさ。もし毒が残ってたらとか考えなかった？
His face would melt off.
何も考えてなかったんだね。恋は盲目って本当なんだな。
だがフラン、お前の錬金術師としての腕は本物だ。その知識や技術は他者とは比べ物にならない。
ありがとう。
つまりそこまで有能であるお前が確証もなく私にあんな知らせを飛ばすこともありえないだろう。
まあそうだね。二人をがっかりなんてさせたくないし。
ならばお前を信頼しきった私の読み勝ちということだな。
Van Helsing seemed quite satisfied after making this statement, as if he had won something. Victor and I couldn't help but chuckle at his smug sense of achievement.
なぜ笑う？何かおかしなことを言ったか？
No, nothing strange. It just made me happy is all.
そうか。ならいいのだが。
Stifling his laughter, Victor at length speaks in his kind, measured voice.
けど本当によかった。君たちがそうやって笑い合って手をつなぐことができて、僕を信じて待っていてくれてありがとう。
Echoing Victor's words, that is exactly what Van Helsing and I are doing, holding hands, bare for the first time. To be able to feel each other's warmth is nothing short of a miracle to me. Not at all. I should be thanking you. Victor, I can never possibly say it enough. Thank you. Thank you so much.
私もだ、フラン。私たちにとっての奇跡はお前なしではありえなかった。ありがとう。私の愛しい人を救ってくれた。
Oh, he's so sweet. With that, Van Helsing stands, offering Victor his hand almost casually.
僕だけじゃないでしょ。これはルパンやインピ、それに伯爵やドラちゃん、あとはシシーも。みんながいたからこその奇跡だよ。
The pair shake hands firmly. As I was taking in the lovely sight,
君も。
Victor offers me his hand. I'm definitely not used to this yet. I generally hold out my bare hand, and Victor enfolds it delicately within his own, a gesture of acceptance. Warmth spreads from my palm to my heart. Or so it felt.
ああ、それからこれは念のためなんだけど。
Fran's expression changes. Both Van Helsing and I understand what he is speaking as. I understand he is speaking as a doctor. We listen closely.
今君のホロロギウムはなんとか解毒できているけど、明日から僕の用意した抑制剤を取ってほしいんだ。
毒の抑制剤か。逆を言えばそれさえ摂取しておけば普通の体と何ら変わりないわけか。
うん、そういうこと。けど心配しないでいいよ。 その抑制剤が必要なのも初めの数日だけだからさ。あとちょっとの辛抱だよ。
イエーイ。
僕もインピーの手伝いがあるし、ずっと屋敷にいるわけじゃないけど、なるべくこまめに顔を出すから、何かあったら遠慮せずに言ってね。
まるで母親のようだな。
Mother Victor.
担当医として当然なの。とにかく無理はしないようにね。
Thank you, Victor. I'll be careful. Well, that was solved like in the nick of time. I mean, it's like we've already now gotten rid of that, so it's like now there's going to be some other conflict coming up. Who knows what it's going to be. The Azoth incident, an event that rocked London to its core, with Jimmy A. Allister as its twisted puppet master. Just over a year has passed since that terrible horror. Everyone involved is now pursuing their own goals, and we see less and less of each other as time passes. Victor had just visited the mansion, but typically works with Impei in the city. Apparently seeking something deeply important to him, Impei calls that every day is an adventure. Lupin provides them with support, while continuing to root out the deepest truth behind the terror incident. This is the one thing I can't leave unfinished, he told me, wearing his trademark grin. Van Helsing works with Delhi, just as he was this morning, striving for peaceful, legal coexistence with the vampires. Together with the human representative, Marquis Renfield and Queen Victoria herself, negotiations continue daily. As for Saint Germain,
お二人とも変わりないでしょうか。いつもと同じ文面になってしまいますが、こちらは未だに忙しく、当面戻れそうにありません。
after the incident, Saint Germain decamped to France for a personal matter. Yeah, right, he went to France. He continues to send regular letters informing us of current events, along with exotic French souvenir. Oh, maybe he actually is in France. I thought maybe he was like working. Well, maybe he is working for IDEA right now, but like, you know, whatever. This time, he had enclosed an elaborately decorated Scots of tea leaves.
評判の良い香りだそうですから、バーと二人、実りのある時間が過ごせるかと思います。
Perhaps it was only ink and paper, but I could feel the Count's kind regard in every stroke of the pen. Just thinking about Saint Germain brought a smile to my face. You may be far away across the channel, but I have no doubt we'll meet again.
それでは、今回はこの辺りで、あなたと、それから仲間たちとも、いつかの再会を楽しみにしています。 あなたの幸せを願うもの、サンジェルマンより。
Aw, thank you. I placed the letter aside and set about opening the Scotch? I guess that's how you say that? Of tea leaves. What a lovely scent. The aroma calms me. And strangely enough, I find myself swept away in memories of when Saint Germain lived with us here in the mansion. I should reply right away. Would he be pleased to hear my poison is gone? There are also so very many things I want to thank him for. If I can communicate even a fraction of my gratitude, I'll be happy. With these things in mind, I take quill in hand and begin to write. Whatever. Several more days pass. It happened when I was attending to the central courtyard. And that should just about do it for the weeds. Now to water. Huh? Sissy, what's wrong? Sissy had been dozing by my feet, but he gets up and dashes off to the mansion without warning. Had Van Helsing returned? It seems a bit early for him. After looking in the direction of Sissy ran off to for a moment, oh man, the moment I heard Impei start speaking, I just broke into a huge smile. I love Impei so much, he's still best boy.
また盛大に噛まれてんな。
さては久しぶりすぎて不審者扱いか。インピーらしいぜ。
And it's Lupin, second best boy. Hey. Ah. Hearing the familiar voices instantly puts a smile on my face. I must go greet them. Oh, what? Okay, that's weird. Like, my poison is gone, yet I'm wearing gloves. Unless it's have to do with the gardening, but still. Or perhaps not quite yet. I look down at my clothes, filthy from yard work. I'd rather they not see me like this. As I hurriedly brush clods of earth from my outfit, the courtyard door opens.
よ、元気だったか?
Hey, what's up?
おめでとう。本当におめでとう。
Oh my gosh, I love you. Lupin grins from ear to ear, while Impei wails like a baby. Although completely at odds with one another, their reactions couldn't be more genuine, and that makes me very glad. Lupin, Impei, you should have sent word if you were on your way to visit.
連絡したらサプライズにならねえだろ。どうせだからお前のこと驚かせてやろうと思ってな。
そうそう。俺たちはもう特大級のサプライズ食らったもんね。
Is that so? A surprise?
フランから聞いた。もう大丈夫だって。
Oh, yeah, that. I detected his pause. Lupin didn't say what I got better from. I suppose it was his way of showing concern for me. Taking his kind regard to heart, I make a point of smiling back. The most authentic smile I can muster. Yes, I'm all right now. Lupin, Impei, thank you for everything. Thank you both. I pull off the gardening gloves, okay, that's what I thought, I had been wearing and hold out my hands, palms up. I'd be lying if I said I didn't detect a hint of trepidation on their parts, but they each take a hand and hold it. See? Now everyone can. All at once, I am engulfed in an embrace that cuts off my words. Lupin's grip is so strong, I begin to feel my temperature rise. Lupin, I don't know what to do. Before I had the chance to think of a proper response, Lupin whispered, Lupin? Look, this isn't your route. This is Van Helsing's route. Don't you be making moves on me right now, okay? Wait for your route. Your route is next, sweetie. Lupin whispers in my ear.
よかった。
And with that, he releases me.
よかった。
Okay, because I did not hear it, so like...
お前がこれからもっともっとたくさん幸せになれることが本当にマジですっげえ嬉しい。おめでとう。
You know, I really do think possibly Lupin likes you, loves you possibly in every route. Kinda, because like, there's that one instance in Impei's route, and this just makes it feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Anyway. Thank you.
ちょいストップ。何この空気。インピーさんいるんだからね。俺を仲間外れにしないで。
なんだよ。お前も俺に抱きしめてほしいってか？
どうしてそうなった？違いますから。
We didn't forget about you, Impei. I'm just as grateful to you. I'm just as grateful to you too. Wasting no time, I give Impei a huge hug of my own. And yet... Oh, my boy. He seems to have absolutely no reaction, so I look for clues in his expression, but all he does is blankly gape at the sky. Impei? I look to Lupin for help, but he seems quite amused by the whole affair.
ついに死んだか。まあほっとけほっとけ。
He finally died.
多分だけど、お前がそうやって抱きついてる限り、インピ一生そのまんまだからな。
It seems I have no choice in the matter, so I let him go. Even with Sissy gnawing at his leg, Impei remains still as a statue. Lupin and I gingerly back away.
そんでバンはって、さすがにこの時間は仕事中か。
Yes, I expect him back in the evening.
そっか。二人での生活はうまくいってるか？
More or less?
まあまあかよ。それに意味ありげな沈黙。なんか不都合でも？って、あ、わかった。料理か？あいつのあれはな、どうにもなんねえよな。
Lupin nods to himself, seeming confident he knows what's going on, but it's not the cooking, and it's not as though things are going badly, it's more like the opposite.
逆？
Lupin looks bewildered as I search for the words to explain how Van Helsing has been acting lately. You could say it's going too well. His kindness seems exaggerated. The day after I began taking this present, it is a perfect example. When Van Helsing saw me doing my regular housework, he...
そんなに動き回るな。無毒化がうまくいったとはいえ、抑制剤がどう影響するのかもわからん。続きは私がやる。休んでいろ。
Really? And the other day...
私が家にいない間、退屈しないようにいろいろと本を買ってみた。お前の好みを聞きそびれたからな。ざっと100冊ほど適当に取り寄せた。
Oh, wow. Thanks?
どれでも好きなものを読むといい。ん？金のことか？大丈夫だ。お前は気にしなくていい。
And that's what I mean. Exaggerated. Van Helsing has been so considerate, and of course I care for him deeply, but it feels as though, I'm not sure how to put it, sometimes I feel uneasy. Are you listening, Lupin?
おお、聞いてる聞いてる。ただちょっとバンの変わりようがびっくりでよ。まさにあいつにとってお前は姫なわけだ。たく、幸せそうにしてんじゃねえか。
Happy? Lupin is right, of course. I get to spend every day with the man I love. I am happy, and it is pleasant. Even so, there's something that feels a bit off. My heart tells me this is so. Interesting. Sometime later, I pour tea for my two visitors, Impei having finally come back to his senses. I would have liked to serve the chic new tea Saint Germain sent, but I selfishly want to drink with Van Helsing first.
と、なくなっちまったか。俺入れてくるわ。
Oh, I'll...
いいっていいって。ルパンが君のためにしたいだけだし、ここは思いっきり甘えちゃいなって。
Alright, thank you, Lupin.
ああ。
I had little else to do but watch clock hands make a lazy circuit as Lupin brewed the tea. It should be about time for...
バンの帰りが楽しみな感じ。
How did Impei know what I was thinking? I'm suddenly flustered by a sharp observation. I feel so embarrassed. Averting my eyes and looking anywhere but towards him, I remain silent.
はあ、いいな、恋だね。
Aw. Says Impei, standing up and stretching his back. Unsure of what he's getting at, I flash at Impei a questioning look. His demeanor remains completely unchanged.
どういう意味かって？バンが死ぬほど羨ましいあのショットガンメガネめって意味かな。
I suppose he's feeling rather dire pangs of jealousy. He may be outwardly complaining about Van Helsing's affection toward me. but I wonder why his attitude betrays happiness. Just as I think I'm making sense of it, a knock comes at the door, heralding Van Helsing's return, whatever. Ah, welcome home, Van Helsing.
ああ、ただいなぜお前がここにいるんだ。
うわ、ありえなくない？大親友のインピーさんに向かって何その顔。
お前の親友になった瞬間など私の知る限りでは存在しないな。念のために言うが、これから先もお前は敵だ。
敵？エネミーなの？俺。
Van Helsing? Victor told Impey about my situation. That's why he dropped everything else he had to do and came rushing over. I'm so very happy. Yet I can't find the words to explain. To my surprise, Van Helsing smiles warmly and ruffles my hair.
分かってる。よかったな。
Yes, it is.
おお、お二人とも実にお熱いことで何よりだな。
ルパン、お前も来ていたのか。
なあな、お邪魔してるぜ。とりあえず仕事終わりだろ。お疲れさん。
I like how they translate tres bien, and he didn't even say that at all.
ちょうど茶も入れ直したとこだしよ。久しぶりに話でもしようぜ。
そうか。では喜んで応じるとしよう。歓迎するぞ、ルパン。ついでにインピーもな。
なんか納得いかない。それにしてもほんとよかったよね。君に宿った毒をなんとかする。もともとはフランの目標だったわけだけど、それ最終的には俺たち全員が目指してたことだもんね。
My affliction, in more straightforward terms, poison flowing from the horologium. Victor used a certain chemical compound to render it inert. A rare element he had been researching for some time known as zicterium. Following the Azoth incident, Victor was finally able to produce a quantity of the substance through the British government. Although easily weaponized, Victor would never allow such a thing, and he is the sole agent capable of synthesizing it. Through his potent influence, Victor ensured that any zicterium samples not earmarked for medical use were promptly destroyed. And thus research continued apace. Analysis of the horologium progressed by leaps and bounds. Finally, detoxification was successful. It looks so pretty when it's white. Today, I am able to live a normal life, unafraid of the poison that once infested every cell in my body.
ああ、しかもその後の二人はこんなにもうまくいってるしな。いいことずくめだぜ。
But it's thanks to all of you, Van Helsing, and I didn't do this alone.
お前たちこそ最近はどうなんだ。インピーは何か探し物を、それとルパンはテロ計画の阻止だったか。
聞いちゃう？それ聞いちゃう？実はインピーさんね。
なぜか途端に興味が失せた。ルパンの話だけ聞くとするか。
Aw.
ひどい。聞いて。もっと俺に興味持って。
Lupin, Van Helsing, and Impey. I know their conversational back and forth so well. Listening to them talk in this familiar room makes me feel as though unseen hands have wound the clock back several months. The atmosphere is jolly, different from the equally happy yet distinctly different times Van Helsing and I spent here. How wonderful it would be if Victor, Saint Germain, and Deli were here too. Perhaps that time in my life seems so nostalgic because I've changed so much. How long will you both be in London? I know they have their own plans, but how heavy-hearted I would be to hear they meant to leave today or tomorrow.
そうだな。ちょこちょことロンドンを出ることはあるだろうが、しばらくは滞在するつもりだぜ。情報収集やらなんやら、ここでもやれることは多いからな。
俺もしばらくいるかな。ロンドンでしか手に入らない部品とか材料とか、そういうのたくさんあるし、探し物を見つけられたらすぐにでも月に行けるように準備万端にしておきたいからね。
そうか。なら今後も顔を合わせる機会はありそうだな。騒ぎを起こしてくれるなよ。お前たちとつるむとろくなことがない。
そりゃまあ状況次第ってやつだ。
And so we spoke of times gone by and filled each other in about recent happenings. Time seemed to pass in a flash. And it was nighttime.
さて、そろそろ俺たちはおいとまさせてもらうとするか。
Ah. I glanced at the windows and noticed it's already dark. It's truly remarkable how time evaporates when you're happy amongst friends.
そんな顔されちゃうと俺たちも帰りづらいな。
I'm alright. It's fine, really.
それなら夕飯も食べていったらどうだ。せっかくの機会だ。私自らが振る舞うが。
How about you don't and I'll cook? Impey and Lupin's faces immediately crumple into mask of shocked disgust.
いや、そこまではさすがに悪いかなよ。大丈夫だって。気にすんな。
そうディナーは2人で楽しみなって。もちろん彼女のお手製料理でさ。
I've never seen them turn something down quite so vehemently, words. Then again, Van Helsing's cooking is a bit different. What would be the kindest way to put it? I suppose I should just say it's special. I can't think of many other foodstuffs that the human body outright rejects as foreign matter, after all.
そうか。ま、食べたくなったらいつでも言うといい。いろいろと新作のレシピも考えているからな。
よし、そんじゃあな。また近いうちに寄らせてもらうぜ。
新婚さんの邪魔をするほど野暮じゃないってね。俺ってば引き際をわきまえるいい男。
We're not married yet, Impey.
自分で言っているうちはおそらくいい男ではないと思うぞ。
同感。
We're not married, dang it. We stand for a while by the gate, waving at Lupin and Impey as they recede into the distance. Newlyweds. No, it's just couples, they get married, right? Newly free of poison, I'm making every effort to learn what normal life is like. Of course, there are some things I haven't even begun to wrap my head around yet. And the marriage I just mentioned is one of them.
焦ることはない。
What?
ようやく人並みの生活ができるようになったんだ。今はそれを存分に楽しめばいい。
Before I'm able to turn and regard him, Van Helsing wraps his arm around my shoulder.
お前が幸せならそれでいい。お前の幸せが私の幸せなのだから。
Aw, sweetheart. Thank you. The very fact I am happy? It's all thanks to the wonderful people I've met. To say nothing of Van Helsing, who loves me as dearly as I do him. And here he is, standing next to me with a smile on his face. It's such a lovely sight to see, I feel relieved, realizing I had been asking too much of a world I didn't fully understand yet.
それにしても騒がしい奴らだ。
But you did seem to be having fun.
楽しそう。私がか？
Yes, you were smiling and laughing.
まるで普段の私が笑っていないかのような言い草だな。お前の前ではこんなにも幸せに微笑んでいるというのに。
Aw. I know, but the expression on his face was familiar. Suddenly, I feel a wave of nostalgia. The smile was the same as the one he gave me, a bit rarely, when the mansion had been a hive of activity, all our friends under its roof. I love it when you smile for me. It's beautiful. I suppose it's not your typical smile.
それはお前限定だからな。他のやつに見せる義理はない。なぜ黙る？
No, I just... it seems almost strange to hear you say that.
そうか？私は至って真面目だぞ。
Yes, I know.
意外か。
Van Helsing mutters this last to himself. His tone is grave, so I try to get a good look at his face, but
さて、私たちも戻るとしよう。
the man standing beside me remains as seated as always.
体を冷やしていないか。油断すると。
Van Helsing reaches a hand out toward my cheek as he says this. Huh? Instinctively, I think to pull away, but I catch myself before I do. The poison in my body is gone.
嫌だったか。すまない。
No, I apologize. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm just not used to being touched yet.
そうか。
The two short words conveyed a tremendous sense of relief. Okay, fun times, I guess. The next morning...
週末なんだが、街へ行かないか。
Like a date? Van Helsing asked me nonchalantly as he folded up the morning's broadsheet. I was nearly finished clearing breakfast away. The city? London proper?
ああ、
I couldn't say why, but the request raises my hackles. The Ozarth incident is long since behind us, and we are in a relative state of peace. But be that as it may, people like Van Helsing do remain employed as bodyguards. It can only mean undesirable elements are still suspected of lurking within the city. Alright. Just in case I'm needed, I'll brush up on my hand-to-hand combat skills. I remember the forms, and I'm fairly certain I won't be a burden. Despite my very matter-of-fact response, Van Helsing widens his eyes a bit and chuckles, seeming almost cage-rin, whatever that word is. What? Did I say something odd?
いや、いいんだ。私の言葉が足りなかった。実は週末に休みが取れてな。たまには街へ遊びに行ってみないかという話だ。
You mean it's not a mission? For fun? Did Van Helsing just say fun?
無毒化から1週間ばかり経つが、満足に外出もできていないだろう。お前さえよければ、そう思ったんだが、どうする？
Yes, I'd love to. The jubilant response poured out of me as soon as I understood what he meant. Although I was still a bit uncertain to say the least, I am gradually becoming used to touching things inside the mansion. The feel of fresh flower petals, what it might be like to stroke lazy cats sunning themselves in back alleys. There's no end to the things I'd love to touch in the city and beyond. And yet, something occurs to me all at once, and I fix my gaze on Van Helsing. I do want to go, but... May I ask something first? When was your last break before this next one? I don't mean time spent strolling around. I mean resting up properly, here at home.
休み？一月は前だと思うが、それがどうかしたか？
Then I think you should rest too, Van Helsing. You must be exhausted. You've been working yourself to the bone lately, and although you may not feel it yet, your body is paying the price. There's no reason to risk going out. Van Helsing narrows his eyes at my confession of concern.
なるほど。ではなおさら、お前を連れて出かけるべきだな。
What?
私にとって何よりの回復薬は、お前が笑っていること。それに勝るものはない。お前が喜んでくれるなら、疲れなど少しも気にならないさ。
Aww. He says this with such genuine caring. Despite my best intentions, I find my desire that he finally afford himself a bit of proper rest wavering. But I instinctively wring my hands. Are you entirely certain going out together into the city?
そんなに怖い顔をするな。さっきからそう言ってるだろ。私はお前と出かけたいんだ。誰よりも愛するお前とな。
A date. Yay! That's unfair to say the least.
決まりだな。気は早いが、当日は何がしたい？時間の許す限り、どこへでも連れて行こう。
That's a new sprite. I don't think I've ever seen him smile like that happily before. I don't think. Anywhere. Such a captivating word. The fact is, I can touch anything now. This is so very exciting, but I can't think of anything on the spot. Simply spending time together with you is my very favorite thing, after all.
そうか。だがそうなると、私が行き先を決めることになるが、それでも構わないか？
Of course, I'd prefer it that way. I'm really looking forward to going anywhere. No sooner had the words left my mouth, I did think of something. Always perceptive, Van Helsing seemed to notice. In his customary way, he gestured as if to say, out with it. If you don't want to, it's quite alright. But if you don't terribly mind, I'd like to hold your hand. I want to walk down the high streets hand in hand with you, Van Helsing. I can't believe I just said that out loud. My cheeks grow hot, and the prickly heat only makes my flush deeper. Half expectant, half panicked, I await his reply.
おいで。
Oh. Van Helsing beckons me to come sit on his knee. Whoa, already? In a kind enough tone, yet one that also brokers no argument. He embraces me then, surrounding me completely. This close to one another, I experience a queer sensation, thoroughly abashed, yet bursting with joy at his attentions. Van Helsing? What's gotten into him all of a sudden? Not that I have any intention of resisting, or even could, to be honest. And to regard him in wonder, stunned by this unexpected show of affection, Van Helsing quietly begins to speak.
どうしても今こうしたかった。手をつなぎたいと言ったお前が愛しくて。勝手ですまない。
Oh boy, you are so freaking cute. Not at all. I could get used to this. Van Helsing really has changed. His standoffish attitude is gradually ebbing, and he wears a smile more often than I thought possible. Is this sea of change in his attitude truly because of us? I hope so, but
どうした？
nothing. I was just thinking about how kind you truly are, and how often you seem to smile now. I intended nothing of great proton, but Van Helsing's expression briefly flickers to one of confusion.
それはお前にとっていいことだろう。それはお前にとっていいことだろう。それとも何か至らない部分が。
Oh goodness, no. I simply never imagined us living this life. I'm just not used to the changes yet, and I hope you stay just as you are.
そうか。
It was only then that Van Helsing seemed to realize I remained cradled in his lap. He set me down gently and stood up.
では早速だが、週末の下調べも兼ねて、私は少し外に出てくる。帰りに何か買ってくるものは？
Nothing comes to mind. Oh, if there's something special you'd like to eat tonight, you could bring that back. I'll do my best to cook.
わかった。どれだけかかっても1時間程度だろう。行ってくる。
Bye, see you later. Alright, be safe. Just as the words escape my lips, I feel his hand on my cheek. Warm, loving, happiness in physical form. And so I can't help but wonder, why did I detect a hint of melancholy in Van Helsing's eyes as he took his leave? Don't know. Weird. That weekend. Truthfully, I cannot recall the last holiday Van Helsing and I had shared. Strolling along the picturesque lanes, London seems somehow different today. I had always been so terribly conscious of my affliction, with the hustle and bustle of passerbys, animals. But today, such concerns are no more. I can touch, feel, interact with so many things. Here, kitty, kitty! I beckoned to a stray cat we happened upon. Had it been Sissy, I might have been bowled over as he came lopping towards us, intent on nuzzling my legs, but... Aw, he ran away. My luck with cats leaves, much to be desired. I spoke under my breath and didn't expect to hear Van Helsing chuckle. I tried to coax several more cats towards me, with Van Helsing waiting patiently by my side. I suppose I'm just not a cat person.
猫を総じて気まぐれだ。機嫌が悪いんじゃないか。
He left then, even pointing out the difference between Sissy and these strays. The first cat I approached settled at a safe distance, grooming itself without seeming a care in the world.
しかし、今日はよく猫に出会うな。もうこれで5匹目だったか。
It was, all of their own personalities, almost like our friends.
どういう意味だ
Don't you remember the one at the park with the brown fur and amber eyes? He looked like Lupin. And the white one carried himself just like Saint Germain. Then the fluffy one, like a bundle of fairy floss, so Victor... Oh, okay, cool. I was like, what? Then we had the hard-headed cat who tried so hard to catch that bird but failed. Impey through and through.
変わった例えだ。だが、言われてみれば、そう思えるのも不思議だな。
And last but not least, the one that ran away just now, that's you.
私か似ているところなどどこにも、まさか、不愛想な点とは言わないだろうな。
Of course not. It's your eyes. Both of you have such beautiful, deep blue eyes.
目そうだったか。そう珍しい色ではないが、まさか猫と同じとは。
Unconsciously, Van Helsing traces the outline of his spectacles with one hand. Soaring building walls, cast lamps lining the thoroughfares. Leaves on perfectly manicured trees, intricate through... God, why are these words so hard? Iron railings. Everything that catches my eye, I can't help but reach out to touch and feel it. Masonry warm to the touch in the cheery sunlight, the rough pitted surfaces, the sheer solidity of the stones. All the tactile sensations my gloves once dampened flow through me in a rush of giddiness and excitement. God, why are words so hard? Lost in my reverie, I reach out toward a plume of steam spouting forth from a vigorously turning steam engine.
それは見過ごせないな。怪我をするかもしれない。
Van Helsing stopped me immediately. You didn't consider me so fragile, Van Helsing. Think of all the bruises you gave me when we trained for combat.
とにかく、これはやめておけ。もともと人が触れることを想定したものではない。
Giving him a look that said, if you insist, we continue on, holding hands. As I goggle at all the newfound sensation, Van Helsing simply smiles and watches over me. After a short while, he closes his eyes and whispers in my ear.
今、楽しいか
I am. It's wonderful. I couldn't be happier.
そうか。それならよかった。今までのことを考えれば、お前は人の何倍も幸せになるべきだ。極論だが、どんなわがままを言ってもいいんだぞ。
Oh, Van Helsing, you don't need to spoil me. I'm so very happy as it is.
さて、 ここからは私が案内するとしよう。
Alright, where are we going? We gradually move away from the quieter residential areas towards the high streets closer to the city center. The crowds become denser and the roads dotted with carriages, even automobiles.
さあさあ寄ってらっしゃい。外国の珍しい品物が入荷したよ。
ママ、あっちのも見てみたい。
はいはい、そんなに引っ張らないでちょうだいよ。
This wonderful pony of mingling voices, barkers hawking their wares, even street buskers playing instruments. All these little things I paid scant heed to before now seem so fascinating. Say, Van Helsing, what's that person doing? He's wearing a sign.
あれはボードマンだ。店や演劇の看板を見せて歩いて客引きをしている。
And what about that fellow with a... Is that a giant brush on a stick?
煙突の清掃業だな。この時間なら仕事帰りだろう。
And that person over there. For some time, I peppered Van Helsing with questions about all the things I had never taken particular notice of before. I was overwhelmed when Lupin and Impey first brought me here, Steel London, unthinkably massive, crackling with life. Things moved so quickly, I had no time to take in the finer details, nor any urge to do so. In those bewildering early weeks, each day a new challenge, it was all I could do to stay sane. And yet, it feels almost like yesterday. It's been some time now, but I still feel so naive. I have so much yet to learn. The city is wondrous.
楽しむのはいいが、その調子では何かに気を取られた隙に迷子になりそうだな。
If you hear any noise in the background, that's probably my dog snoring because she's in my room right now, so... Oh, I'll be fine. Fine, I'm sure I can make my way through the streets alone. Sage Maid did teach me the geography.
だが、私とはぐれてしまっては意味がないだろう。二人で過ごせるせっかくの休日なんだ。しっかりとエスコートさせてほしい。
It struck me then, feeling the warmth of our fingers entwined. This was no cordial shaking of hands, far from it. This was intimate, loving. Half curious, half self-conscious, I take a look at the people around us. Very few couples are holding hands. Some passerbys even shoot us looks of confusion, strolling hand in hand as we are. There aren't many other people holding hands.
気になるか。だが、私はこうしていたい。それに、手を離していては、お前が狙われてしまうからな。
What? Twilight is long gone, and the army isn't after us anymore. Chuckling at my reaction, Van Helsing walks faster. What he means probably is, like guys wanting to hit on me, leading me somewhere. Somehow, even the clack of our footsteps on the cobblestone makes me happy. Wow, really?
この辺りに一度連れてこようと思っていた。
Van Helsing slows his pace. Looking about, it seems to be a shopping district. Tailors, general retailers. Products of all kinds are fancifully displayed in store windows all around us. Clothes, jewelries, tableware, so much. Objects of art, I guess, with floral designs, household decor fashioned after animals, items adorned with mythical creatures. With so very much to look at, I feel as though I could window shop all day. Even simple tableware, though of course I recognize its purpose, seems completely different when decorated so gaily. How amazing it all is!
興味を持ってくれて何よりだ。今日はこういったものをプレゼントしたくてな。
Yay! A gift? Why?
今までは冒読のものしか使えなかっただろう。今やそれも必要がない。なら日常生活の品も少しずつ変えていってはどうかと思ってな。
I see, I whispered to myself. Victor had specially modified my bed, and likewise all our tableware was coated in substances that nullified the toxins. Everything I used, down to the smallest object, had to be poison-proofed. How do I take a bath? Think about that. Do I have to have a poison-proof bathtub or whatever? Even the clothes I'm wearing now were prepared by Victor, pre-mated with antitoxins. If we had failed to take such strict precautions, life at the mansion would have not been possible. But now, I can touch whatever I wish. Nothing will melt. Nothing will decay. I can use these?
本当に今気づいたという顔だな。
Slowly, I nod. If Van Helsing hadn't just put the facts so plainly, I may have not realized for some time.
これからは好みのものを揃えて使うことができる。どんなものがいい？
My fancy? I had never considered such things before. What do I like? The luxury of choice was wholly new to me. I never wanted for much at the mansion, especially considering I had friends who would fetch anything that might be missing. I'm not entirely sure what I might, fancy, Van Helsing. I apologize. I pondered it for a moment, but simply could not find an answer. Feeling defeated, I cast my eyes downward.
謝る必要はない。好みだどうだと気にしていられる状況でもなかったからな。
Well, maybe, but you were kind enough to bring me all the way here, and I just wish I had an answer. Van Helsing pecks me on the cheek. Nice. Making all the slightest of contact. Yet I flushed bright red. What? It was so unexpected, especially of him. Somewhat taken aback, I felt my knees buckle. But he does not let me stumble, holding me tight across my waist.
すまない。悲しませたくない一心だったのだが、どうにも恋愛事は経験不足でな。
It's fine. It was cute. I was just surprised is all. And in front of all these people, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure how to put this except to say I'm a little embarrassed, I think. No, I don't think. I know. I'm too embarrassed to even look him in the eye. But
不快だったか？
there was something in his voice I had never heard before. Was his insecurity? I shook my head no. It's not like that. Like I said, I was just startled. That's all.
そうか。
Van Helsing's unusual calm manner begins to return, and I nod at this. After steadying my footing once again, we continue window shopping along the high street. Nothing has changed in the last few minutes, of course. I still don't really know what I like. I see clothes that are cute, well made, and the moment I think of them that way, the notion of spending money on them seems foolish. I didn't think I'd find something I fancied would be quite so hard.
今までに何かなかったか？気に入ったデザインや色、ものでもいい。
A design? I try to remember all the clothes we'd seen in the boutiques we had passed. Oh,
何かあったか？
a trunk. Do you remember the one Lupin gave me when he first brought me to the mansion? I loved it.
トランク？ああ、お前がいつも使っているあれか。
Yes.
となれば、あの店はどうだ？
He gestured towards a particular boutique. But yeah. Once we get closer, I can see that its display is devoted to small leather goods and bags. The items have lovely, intricate details like elaborately stitched lace accents. Out of the many waves arranged in the window display, one catches my eye immediately. It's the cutest purse I've ever seen. Oh, I'm getting a purse! It's the cutest purse I've ever seen. Quite enchanted with it, I take a look at the price tag, and am shocked.
気に入ったものがあったか？
No, it's alright. I shake my head no, but hesitate for just a moment before I do. Van Helsing, of course, takes notice.
嘘をつくならもっとうまくつくべきだな。あそこにかかっているものだろう。
He points directly at the purse I had been ogling in the window. How did you...
視線がそこを向いていた。普段からお前をよく見ていればなおのことはわかりやすい。
But it's so expensive.
あのくらいは普通だ。今日のような外出用に一つ持っていても困るまい。この際だ、他のものも見てみないか。揃えられるならある程度揃えてしまえばいい。
Are you sure?
もちろんだ。そのために連れ出した。それに
And now...
お前のお気に入りがルパンからもらったものだけというのは少々焼けるからな。
I thought that line was mine. Like, when I didn't like notice that it was still him speaking, so I was like, and I was like, oh, quiet. Van Helsing once again takes my hand. With a little choice in the matter, I'm pulled inside the shop. Still, I wonder, is this truly alright? The feel of Van Helsing's warm grip gives me all the answer I need. Blessed with such kindness, how could I possibly refuse? My heart now full of anticipation rather than trepidation, I step inside the luxurious interior. And? Oh, guess
あり
we
がと
bought
うご
it.
ざいました。
I had stepped into the boutique holding Van Helsing's hand, and stepped out holding a beautiful new purse. I marveled at things I hadn't noticed when I was behind glass, running my fingers along the detailed filigree, feeling its suppleness. Yep, words. Thank you, Van Helsing. I'll treasure it. And, all the rest of these lovely things. Are you absolutely sure you can afford all this? Our shopping spree comprised much more than the purse. We bought tableware, new bedclothes, all manner of household items. The bounty is so vast, there was no carrying it ourselves. The only item we take with us is the purse. And Helsing arranged for everything else to be shipped to the mansion.
今までが持たなすぎたんだ。あれでもまだまだ少ない。年頃のレディーならクローゼットに力ずくで押し込めてもまだまだ足りないと騒ぐくらいだ。
A full armoire? The closets and armoires in St. Germain's mansion are rather large. I have clothes, hats, and hairbands in mine, but the empty space is still expansive. I never remember feeling put out because of something I didn't own. Perhaps I don't have a strong attachment to physical objects. I have no idea what I'd do with that many clothes. You can only wear so many at once.
一度に全部ではない。その日の天候や気分に合わせて日ごとに使うものを決めるんだ。
For what, though?
私も女心は詳しくないが、自分を美しく見せるためだろう。
Becoming a lady seems far more complex than I had imagined.
何を言う。お前も立派なレディーだ。
Oops.
ただ、着飾る必要もないくらい美しいというのが他とは決定的に違うんだな。
Only if guys could actually think, if even girls could think like he does, like, you don't need makeup, you don't need pretty stuff. People have natural beauty, and people don't get that. This society today really bothers me with this like notion you have to wear makeup, you have to look pretty, you have to show your boobs off, you know, whatever, to appear attractive. It really bothers me. So thank you, Van Helsing. Thank you very much. I'm flattered.
さて、他にも見たい店はあるか？どこでも遠慮せずに言ってくれ。
Well, I'd like to see that one across the way.
金物よ。
I was thinking we could do with a new pot.
お前らしい。
As the afternoon wears on, Van Helsing and I stroll here and there about the city. Time seems to pass so much faster here than when I'm simply waiting in the mansion. Van Helsing made conversation, explaining this and that, the perfect gentleman escort. He even had the grace to take me into a very feminine boutique, looking rather out of place as the only male customer. Realizing it wasn't coincidence, he had researched the shop, thinking I might like it, brings an instant smile to my face. And yet, he had been so busy up until recently. How did he find the time to plan this outing with such meticulousness? Had he been through a great deal of trouble just for my sake? Unable to shake the thought, I look up at him striding beside me. I already know what would happen if I asked, and I get a grin and no trouble at all. Van Helsing leads the way, and at length we arrive at a bistro, or so the business signboard read. Sorry, I'm positive I've seen this word before. The establishment itself seems to be in a basement level, so I can't see inside. What is this place? What do they sell?
レストランといってな、食事を提供してくれる場所だ。
An outing on the town and dinner? Woo! You doing well on this date, my boy. A restaurant. Oh, I know this. I've read about these before.
もちろん、お前の作る料理に不満などない。ただ、こうしていつもと違った環境で食事をすることもいい経験かと思ってな。今のお前にはそれができるのだから。
I suppose so. All these normal things I can do now. All the tableware and crockery at the mansion had been poison-proofed, so there was never any issue. But outside, I had never been taken to a place like this by anyone. Is this somewhere you come often?
いや、実を言うと、私もこの店は初めてだ。いろいろと評判を聞いて回ったところ、この店が良さそうだったのでな。
You went to so much trouble. Thank you.
礼は食事がうまかったらにしてくれ。
Yay! Dinner! With the man I love! We descended a fairly dark staircase.
足元に気をつけてな。
Alright. Mere seconds later, a wooden door appears. After making certain I was right behind him, Van Helsing slowly opens the door. Oh, this is new. This is a new background. Oh, it's so pretty. A dim orange glow suffuses the space. The ambiance is calming, inviting, a space the exterior did not begin to suggest. While not quite boisterous, the bistro is full of many other couples, seated together and talking to one another.
いらっしゃいませ。
ああ、予約したものだが。
Oh, he made a reservation? Soon we are seated. I feel somewhat uneasy, though I couldn't say why. Maybe it showed on my face. Van Helsing looks at me. I think it means to say looks at me and begins to chuckle.
表情が硬いな。
I've never been in a place like this. I'm not sure what to do. And besides,
それに
it was something that sprang quite unbidden to my mind. I shake my head as though it were nothing.
ま、何も緊張するようなことはない。料理を楽しめばそれでいいんだ。
Choose what I want from this list, he says. I open the elegantly folded menu. The names of dishes are convoluted, frankly beyond my ken. It's extremely difficult to imagine what I might receive if I ordered Italian Quinlenzebon and caviar sauce. Yeah, that word.
いきなりは難しいか。そうだな。決めきれないようであれば。
How much money does he have? A course?
決められた順序と組み合わせの料理といったところだ。屋敷でもスープやサラダをメイン料理と一緒に並べるだろう。あれの品数が少し増えたと思えばいい。
Easy enough to understand. I feel like I have some idea what to expect now. Then, let's try that.
お待たせいたしました。
After we place our order, dishes began to show up at the table one after another. My goodness. 2 appetizers, soup, and the main dish? A hefty roast beef. Fresh baked bread. I'm told the meal even concludes with dessert. Every dish was so exquisite, I can do little but sigh in awe. Compared to what I cook, this is an entirely different world.
落胆するような部分でないと思うがな。
Poised with knife and fork in hand, I suddenly freeze. I'm worried about proper table manners.
普段通りで構わないさ。そうかしこまった場所でもない。
I see. Well, here goes nothing. Without further ado, I lift a morsel to my lips. The crisp snap of fresh vegetables, slightly pungent dressing, a perfect counterpoint. The mellow warmth of perfectly prepared gravy mingling with the hefty, hearty roast. Huh?
どうやら口に合ったようだな。
Yes, it's so good. Huh, that's nice. Just on a nice little date, and he's just so happy. I'm happy. This is great. The flavors, the textures, the presentation, all so far beyond what I'm capable of.
そうか。その笑顔が見られてよかった。
Thank you. Thank you so much for today. Not only this wonderful restaurant, but all the lovely stores. Van Helsing gives a simple nod. I want to be able to make something like this. I just might be able to best Timpei's cooking for once. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to learn how to cook better.
それは嬉しい限りだが、こうした外出の口実が減るのは困るな。
As we enjoy our meal, patrons of the bistro leave. New ones arrive to take their tables. Perhaps because of the romantic atmosphere, most of the clientele are indeed couples. As rude as my roving eyes might be, I can't help but gape at the female customers as they sashay down the restaurant's staircase.
どうした？
The mingling thought that struck me as we were being seated. There were hardly any need to voice it to Van Helsing, but he did ask. I could think of no reason to hide my feelings. The women here are dressed so elegantly, I feel completely out of place. Having said this, I find myself paying even closer attention to the people around us. Thank goodness nobody seems to be looking at us in disdain, but the difference in attire is undeniable.
なんだ、そんなことか。
What? I mean, ugh, God, it would be nice if she got like a new dress. Well, yes, that's it. I'm woefully underdressed, and I don't want that to reflect on you.
いいんだ。気にしなくていい。お前が恥をかくようなことはないし、そもそも私が欠かせないさ。
But
謙虚さは尊いものだが、お前はもう少し自分の魅力を自覚するべきだな。
aw. Van Helsing chuckles at this, then returns to a man behind a counter, summoning him.
いかがされましたか？
ああ、仕事中にすまないな。率直に言ってくれて構わない。彼女のことをどう思う？
Oh, don't do that. So embarrassing. Don't. What? Stunted to utter speechlessness. I can but sit in shock as the bartender appraises me.
お客様に盛大に嫉妬してしまいますね。本当に驚くほどお美しい。
That's so embarrassing.
だろうな。私も毎朝彼女を見ては驚いている。
You are an embarrassing person. Quit it.
美男美女という言葉を初めて理解しましたよ。お嬢さん、当店に決まった服装などございません。どうぞこれからもごひいきに。
After this brief and bizarre conversation, the man disappears back into the restaurant.
ということらしいぞ。
Ugh, you put me through embarrassment, Van. His smile is a bit on the wicked side. Oddly enough, that pleases me, and soon enough I'm beaming at him. The meal draws to a close, and we sit nursing cups of tea. Glancing around, it was clear the restaurant had begun to empty out. Few guests remained. And then, rather abruptly, Van Helsing asked a question I was not expecting.
最近の私をどう思う？以前と比べて。
You, lately? Compared to his old self? He met himself during the Azoth incident. That enough was obvious to me. Why did my words falter? I doubt anyone could have predicted how much he would change. There was simply no comparison to the man he once was. When we first met, his eyes were steely and sharp, warning all who met his gaze to stay at a distance. He smiled rarely, laughed infrequently, and actively sought to isolate himself. I think you've changed a lot. You're a completely different person from when we met. You've softened around the edges.
そうか、変わったか。柔らかいか。
He grinned, breathing a slight sigh of genuine relief. What had not changed about him was something that had been there since the start, a deep inner kindness. The only difference now was that it had risen to the surface, or so it seemed to me. However, in fact, you've changed it so much it can feel a bit strange at times. Strange, perhaps not the most fitting word, and one I regretted having said, but it was out. There was no longer any point in searching for a more appropriate term. Van Helsing? After saying his name before our eyes met, there was a pause, brief but noticeable. Even before this had fully registered as potentially awkward. However, Van Helsing waved it away with a smile. His ever so brief moment of unsure emotion was erased as soon as it had appeared.
すまない。少し酔いが回ったようだ。
It is? You don't feel sick, or...
大丈夫だ。私は大丈夫だよ。
Okay then.